Welcome to EnduranceTV. We're at the pre-race for the Launceston 10. We caught up with Michael Shelley and Jess Trengove about the Olympics and their potential race tomorrow. So firstly, congratulations. It's all official. You're off to the games.
Yeah, it's very exciting time. I've been in sort of a little bit of a training block at the moment, but this is going to be a good indication to see how the training's gone so far. It's been like 6 or 7 weeks since I last raced, so yeah, I'm looking forward to the challenge. And I think obviously having Marty here and Harry Summers and Josh Johnson, those guys, and Al ran a half marathon recently really well, so it's going to be a really tough race.
Now the men's marathon is on the very last day of the schedule.
Yep. When
do you arrive and what are you going to do whilst in London?
At this stage I'm looking at leaving Australia 21st of July, and then just stay in the pre-entry camp until I think probably about the last week, and then I'll head into the village. And there's a few people that I've done a bit of training with on the Gold Coast, Brad Carlefelt and Courtney Atkinson in the triathlon, so hopefully I would like to try and maybe get out and support those guys if I possibly can over the actual Olympics. But in saying that, it's got to see what it's about. So and just hopefully be a part of the team. I think it's going to be an amazing experience. It's obviously something that from a young kid you look at the Olympics and go, wow, that's just it looks just so awesome to be there. So it's still you still get pinch yourself that that I got nominated. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it, and it's hard to describe the feeling, to be honest.
That's great. And this event's fallen into your schedule. You haven't raced at the Lonnie 10 before?
No.
What sort of indicators are you looking at tomorrow? You said you hadn't raced for a while, so what are you sort of hoping for tomorrow? What's sort of a pass mark for you think?
Obviously, as I said before, like you can't. Each race is different, so obviously weather conditions and those sorts of things, they're always variables. But I think to give myself a really strong run, and whatever happens to be, the time happens to be. And
not forgetting that tomorrow is the first ever, or that I know of, 10K national road title.
Yeah.
What does that mean to you, that side of things as well?
Well, I don't think I've won a national title, so if it happens to be that so it's something that I'll push myself to try and run as best as possibly can. As I think every runner out there tomorrow will be doing their best to push themselves to try and win. So yeah, I'll go out there and hope we'll see what happens. I guess as I said, there's great runners there, and if I come away with a national title, well, I'll be really happy with it as a good stepping stone towards to London. Well,
good luck tomorrow. I hope the weather's kind to you, being from the Gold Coast. And
thank you very much.
Welcome to Launceston.
Yeah,
thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
12 months ago or 6 months ago, would you have thought you'd be where you are today, selected to represent Australia at the Olympics?
No, it was obviously a big dream to represent Australia at the Olympics, but I was thinking more 2016 for Rio.
Yeah.
Would be the big aim. It was April of last year that the seed was sort of planted to have a go at a marathon, with the idea of having a crack at the qualifier. But there was obviously a lot of changes to my training, and a few other variables that would be changing up, and I wasn't sure how it would go. So for it to all kind of work out the way it did.
Back to one more Olympics question. You've got two really experienced teammates that have been selected, in Benita and Lisa Jane, and obviously you'll get to spend a bit of time with them. You'll find that valuable in your lead up at a big championship level?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they're girls that I'd sort of been in touch with leading into the race in Japan. So my first marathon, I emailed Benita, who I've travelled with on a couple of occasions. My first ever big national team. We went to China together for the World Half Marathon Championships, and she's been a great mentor to me and a huge inspiration. And so I emailed her leading into Japan for a bit of advice on nutrition, you know, before and during the race, and she had a really nice laid-back approach and some good, very useful words. So I can't wait to learn from the likes of Lisa and Benita, and they've obviously got a lot of experience behind them, and I think hanging out with them is going to be great fun. So.
What would it mean to you to win the first ever 10K national road title? Like, is there any appeal for that?
Oh, definitely, especially because I love the road races, and I think the 10-kilometre event, it's a special distance. It's sort of, you know, you still need that speed, but it's definitely an endurance race as well, and any national title's a real honour, so it would mean a lot.
Have you got a time in mind that you would like to run? Well,
currently my PB on track's 33:16, so I'd love to break the 33-minute, barrier. And I think the training I've done should allow me to do that. Things just have to fall into place tomorrow.
You give yourself a chance of winning, obviously, then?
Lisa Jane Wakeman's an incredible athlete, and I think I'd love to try and stick with her for as long as I can. I think beating her would be a huge feat, and I have, you know, a lot of respect for her as a runner, so to come close to Lisa would be a really good achievement for me. I think I'd hope that I can push her along a bit as well, though.
Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
Hope you run well, and we hope you potentially get a PB and or a national title, and welcome to Launceston.
Thank you.